Here's part of the problem is it seems like now it's harder to tell the difference between what's real and what's a scam. So maybe we start there. I mean, how can we even tell?
No, I mean, it's hard sometimes even for me. And this is what I do for a living. And so a couple of things. What's happening with the access to artificial intelligence, generative AI algorithms, it's allowing cyber criminals and fraudsters to actually think about a search engine meets a librarian and put them on steroids. So now you have these cyber criminals who can actually create these very well-crafted emails that seem so convincing, and they can do deepfake video, deepfake audio, and photographs. That's why you're seeing so much more fraud.
Let's give people some specific examples. This one grabbed my attention because a lot of people are taking time off, obviously, for the holiday, for the summer. There's a scam, and it may involve your office. Talk about this one.
Yeah, and so basically something saying, hey, don't forget, this is human resources. You have to put in your vacation time before you go on vacation. You have to have your leave approved. You have to do this now. As a matter of fact, I got one of these social engineering messages that's saying my CEO needed me to do this right away.
And you were like, I'm the CEO.
I am the CEO. Oh, wow. So a couple of red flags there to look for. One, somebody tells you to do something urgently.
But what are they asking you to do? If I put in my time off, how does that, are they getting into my computer?
They then ask you to put in your address, maybe your social security number, maybe your date of birth. So they're trying to get your personal information.
Got it.
And so slow down.
Yeah.
Pick up the phone, call human resources.
Yeah.
Just ask a few questions before you click on that link and type in your personal data.
Okay.
With vacations coming up, a lot of people renewing their passports, but even something as safe as that, you think, can be a scam.
So people know that the passport office is behind.
Big time.
It takes a long time to get your passport renewed. And some people are a little anxious about that, so they want to go to an expediter service. And yes, there are legitimate ones, but it's hard to know the difference. People are getting emails saying, click here, you can expedite your passport or check on your passport. Again, designed to try and get your personal information or get into your computer, as you mentioned. So a couple of things to be thinking about there. One, look at your U.S. passport offices around the country and see if there's one close to you. You can do an in-person appointment and oftentimes get your passport the same day. Those appointments are hard to come by.
I was just about to say, because I have a girlfriend who's going through it now. You call that 1-800 number. They don't even answer it now because they're so backlogged. But you're right. You have to go actually and have an appointment.
Call your congressional office or your senator's office. They sometimes have a process. I've had to use it before to expedite your passport process. And then do your homework. You can go to AAA or other travel companies and ask them who they recommend.
Okay. Now, I wouldn't have even thought about this, but you can even run into trouble booking hotels or vacation, things like an Airbnb or a rental car. What do you need to look out for?
Yeah, so a couple of things. One, when you look at the property's image, even if it looks like a great image, go to your favorite search engine, and most search engines have a reverse lookup on an image, and you can see whether or not that image is associated with another property. That's usually a red flag to look for. Another is, did it just suddenly appear as a listing? That might also be another red flag. And then maybe consider sticking to things like, if you're going to be renting a place and you're not doing a hotel, VRBO or Airbnb or some of the other well-known, again, do your homework, talk to AAA and try to find the right company that's best for you. Also another red flag. Sometimes you tell people, I'm going on vacation, I got this great rental, and you name sort of the rental company you're using. Scammers will see that on social media and then demand payment outside, pretend to be the owner and demand payment outside the platform. Never pay an owner outside the platform and use your credit card because you have more consumer protections.
Great
Really quickly, any recourse if you get scammed?
It's very hard to basically catch the scammer. So if you are scammed, a couple of things. Hopefully you use your credit card, report it to your credit card company. If you used another form of payment, report it to them. If you are a victim, especially if it was something you did online, go to the FBI's website, which is ic3.gov, and report the fraud there. They may not be able to work your specific case, but you may be helping other people not become a victim.